say good day.
I don't want to say that.
Good day. It's gonna rain.
All right. Hi everyone. So today we are going to do 5 facts about each other. Now, I don't know what Dakota's going to say about me.
Nope.
And Dakota has no idea what I'm going to say about him.
Nope.
So this is going to be fun.
We're gonna read them because, well, memorizing that is kind of hard.
Very hard. All right. Can't look at them.
I'm not. Let's do this.
All right. So fact number 1. He's the most positive person you will ever meet in your entire life. Literally, he is annoyingly positive all the time. I hate it sometimes, but sometimes you need it in your life.
A little pick me up. A little sunshine on a cloudy day like today.
It is a little cloudy.
Number 2.
Number 2. I like to call him the jack of all trades. He likes to determine his entire self to focusing on one thing, perfecting it, and then trying to perfect something else.
I don't perfect anything. I get good enough to be dangerous. Number 3.
That's a lie. That's a lie. You try to perfect it.
I try to get good at it, and then I move on to the next thing. CrossFit, here I come.
Number 3. Deep down, past his suave looks over here, he is a country boy.
It depends on the situation. It can be a little bit.
So he grew up on his dad's friend's farm, and
Broke horses, ran cattle, worked a cattle barn for many years.
Some of the craziest stories I've ever heard
Got some
of
crazy farm stories.
in my entire life.
I like to hunt, fish.
Go ahead and tell them one of your stories. What's the craziest story you think you
Oh,
have?
the craziest one was our friend Darren flipping a 4-wheeler, going across a hillside. So he flips 4-wheeler, steps off to the side, 4-wheeler rotates completely. He was running alongside of it as it was rolling, steps back onto the 4-wheeler because we were chasing down a calf because the mama cow was sick, and so we had to get the calf. And that was pretty freaking crazy. Maybe one day I'll share the whole story in its epicness. Number 4?
Number 4, yep. Ever since I've met Dakota, he's always said that he has no artistic bone in his body.
Nope.
However, I disagree with that fact.
I'm very analytical.
I think he does have an artistic bone. It's a very, very small one.
That's true.
And then number 5 is he's a massive dog lover.
I like dogs more than I like you. Not you, but like the people. No offense, I'm sorry. When you come home to a dog that's jumping in circles and is excited to see you, just something about that. Dogs love you no matter how bad of a day you had, no matter what you did. They're awesome. I love all dogs. And eventually we'll have a foundation, and it's going to be called POP, Puppies Over People. I don't know exactly what we're going to do yet, but we'll do that one day.
Yep. All right.
My turn. I didn't like prepare a story. Well, I'm gonna. All right, it's my turn. But like I didn't like prepare a dialogue for each one of these like Abby did.
I'm always more on top of it.
I'm on top of it. I got some good things. I just didn't like prepare like that. No particular order. Actually, I am gonna put them in a little bit of an order. I take that back. So number 1, Abby has an extreme addiction with not taking her glasses into the kitchen. So she, no matter whether it's next to the bed or the spot next to the couch, she will have a pile of glasses. And then eventually I stand around, I'm like, where the heck are all the glasses? And I gotta go collect them and bring them back in.
You know, it happens.
Abby also has this amazing, uncanny ability to be sitting at a red light. She knows exactly where I'm going. To be sitting at a red light, waiting for it to turn green, and she can pick up her phone and turn it on, and the light turns green every time.
It's not always my phone. Now, let's not make it seem like I'm
sometimes she's like picking her nails or looking around.
I'm really bad about picking up my fingers, and I do that occasionally when I drive.
But it never fails. The second Abby's attention is drawn to something else, the light turns green, and I sit there for about 3 seconds, and I'm like, babe, the light's green, and then she'll finally get going. Number 3, Abby is without a doubt the most supporting person I've ever had in my life. No matter what either of us want to do, I think we're both pretty good at it, but right now I'm working on some pretty big and crazy moves it'll greatly affect both of our lives.
Yeah.
But she's pretty supportive and excited, so as those things happen, you guys will have to know.
Yeah, well, I want to take a note off of that. I think it's important as a significant other to never stop your significant other. I think it's always important to be able to, like you said, support through even like the craziest things, because those crazy things might be the best things.
Might be the best things. The bigger risk you
So-
take, the bigger the reward you get.
Yeah.
So we're all about taking big risks.
Is this 5 or 4?
This is 4.
Okay.
Number 4, Abby has a huge heart and just wants people to share in the same amazing experiences that she's had.
Yeah.
Me and Abby are both very lucky and have done a lot of traveling and have gotten to
Yes.
experience a lot of things. Even at a young age, all the way up to now, like we've had some pretty amazing lives, and a lot more cultured than a lot of people in our area. It's just not how people live around here, but I think it's changing, which is great, and we
Yeah.
kind of got to do all that as a kid.
Yeah.
But now we're actually going to an event called Thrive in Vegas, and the whole thing is to build a business with a purpose. And I think one of our big things is going to be
Giving
using this
back.
photography business and trying to like set up where people, like families that are like underprivileged, can like go to Disney World and sharing that experience, because her family's massive into Disney World. I'm pretty big into
Love
Disney World
Disney.
now, so we want to be able to give that to people. And number 5, Abby is a huge family person and could not be happier than sitting with her troop of little cousins or sitting on the front porch with their parents.
We have a Friday night porch sitting every week.
So even though we just moved back, Abby's a huge family person.
They're fun. They're fun
They're-
people.
Oh, they're a blast.
It's
and,
not family. It's
there's
the
a-
fact they're my friends too.
Yeah, and there's a ton of little kids, so it's always interesting when you get all them together.
Yes, most
But-
definitely.
That's my 5 for Abby.
All right. Well, just to have you guys know just a
little bit more about us.
about who we are, and just also our personal relationship together as well. I think it's good
It's
for you
important.
guys to see how we are as a team. So we will check in with you next week.